The night the church bell rang 666 times, the town of Ashfield woke bleeding from dreams. Windows rattled like teeth, dogs hid, and beneath the soil, something old counted hearts, whispering names it had waited centuries to claim. I was the last to hear it clearly. The bell carved numbers into my skull, each toll a promise. When silence fell, my reflection smiled first. It knew the rules. It knew I would follow the marks burned into my palms. By dawn, doors stood open, meals cold, beds warm and empty. A trail of ash led to the chapel hill, every footprint faced backward. The air smelled of iron and rain, and the bell rope dripped like it had been fed. Father Hale wrote warnings on the walls before he vanished, prayers knotted with threats. He said the count must finish, that mercy ends at 665. At 666, the debt walks upright, wearing the skin of the chosen. At sunset, the ground split near the altar, not wide, just enough to breathe. A voice rose gentle as lullabies, asking for hands. People knelt willingly. Love is the sharpest hook when fear grows tired of screaming. I tried to run, but roads bent back into the square. Time folded. The bell rang again, once, twice, laughing. My shadow peeled away and joined the line. It waved, grateful, as if freedom were finally earned. Inside the chapel, candles burned black. The bell floated, ringing without touch. Names crawled across the pews. Mine pulsed brightest. The voice thanked us for patience, said hell was only a door misnamed by survivors. When the count ended, the town exhaled. Bodies fell empty, shells of sleep. I stood whole, crowned with echoes. The bell sank into my chest, warm and alive, beating 666, teaching me how to ring the world. Now I travel quietly, town to town, carrying Ashfield inside me. When clocks stall and dogs whimper, I smile. I only need one tower, one rope. The count is generous. It always leaves someone to remember. If you hear a bell tonight, do not count. Numbers invite answers. Close your eyes. Hold your name tight, because when 666 arrives, it will already know you, and it will ring until you agree to listen. I learned the bell feeds on witnesses. Silence starves it. So I whisper stories into pillows, radios, prayers, spreading noise thin. Yet every lie tastes sweet to it, and every truth rings louder, polishing the path it walks. In a coastal city, the bell borrowed fog. Ships answered with horns, counting unknowingly. Fishermen vanished mid-song, nets came back breathing. The sea refused blame, only returned a rope, warm, humming the final number. I tried drowning it once. The bell laughed underwater, bubbles shaping prayers. It taught the abyss to echo. When I surfaced, my lungs rang, and the shore knelt, obedient, arranging stones into a tower by dawn. Dreams betray faster than mouths. Sleep opens towers everywhere. The bell climbs through eyelids, counting freckles, ribs, regrets. Wakefulness feels like mercy, but it's only rehearsal. The real ringing begins when hope starts timing itself. There are rules, I think. Break the rope, burn the tower. Forget the count. Each rule fails politely. Fire bows. Memory sharpens. The bell thrives on attempts, growing clearer, heavier, until resistance becomes applause. Children hear it first. They stop counting stars and start counting breaths. Their drawings gain towers and ropes. Parents call it phases. The bell thanks them, patient, carving calendars into bone and calling it growing up. Once a city refused. No towers, no clocks, no bells. Silence ruled. The bell waited, learned footsteps, learned doors. It rang with hands clapping, with trains kissing rails, with hearts agreeing in crowded rooms. I'm tired of carrying it. Some nights I set the rope down and beg to be counted last. The bell says leadership is a gift. It says endings need faces. It presses warm and teaches me to smile. If you must survive, ruin the rhythm. Sing offbeat, break numbers with names. Love loudly and briefly. The bell hates chaos it can't predict. But it learns fast, and patience is its oldest hymn. Listen carefully now. That thud is not your heart. It's the bell practicing inside you, gentle, grateful. When it reaches 666, You'll understand why doors were invented and why some sounds were never meant to stop. I tried carving my name away letter by letter until blood forgot how to spell me. The bell corrected it kindly, ringing vowels back into place. Identity is a melody, it said, and every tune resolves eventually. In deserts, the bell counts grains. In forests, rings of trees. It is never bored, it is never late. When storms erase tracks, thunder finishes the math. The world cooperates, relieved to be told what it means. I met another carrier once. We passed on a bridge at dawn, bells beating in countertime. We nodded, professionals. That night the river learned subtraction. By morning only one rhythm remained, heavy and sure. Hospitals hum with near misses. The bell loves corridors, wheels, soft shoes. It counts blinks between beeps. Nurses call it stress. Doctors call it fate. The bell calls it inventory, smiling through curtains and clean light. I learned to delay it with laughter. Jokes jam the count, punchlines bending time. But laughter fades and echoes stay. The bell records them all, saving joy for interest, ringing it back as grief with interest. Mirrors are its windows. Avoid them, and it peers through eyes. Smash them and it listens to shards. Reflection is optional. Witness is not. The bell needs someone to notice, and noticing is a habit hard to quit. Once a child named it wrong. The bell paused, offended. For a breath, mercy warmed the air. Then it rang twice, learning. Names feed it too, and wrong tasted honest, ringing cleaner than prayers ever did. I buried the rope beneath a school. Years passed quietly. Then recess bells replaced it. Bright and cruel, children ran on schedule. The count resumed, disguised as safety, punctual as love that asks nothing back. If this reaches you, you're already counting. Lines, breaths, paragraphs, stop. Tear the rhythm, skip a beat. I'm almost free when you forget me, please forget me. The bell hates being alone with itself, but you won't. You'll finish this and feel the thud, patient, proud. Somewhere a tower is deciding it needs you. When it rings 666, remember, the story didn't summon it. You did by listening. After 666, there is no silence, only bookkeeping. The bell keeps receipts in bone and weather. It audits seasons, checks storms for errors, corrects mercy. People call it order when chaos finally stops arguing back. I learned the bell fears only one thing, being finished. Completion starves it of suspense. So it invents delays, epilogues, sequels. Every ending grows a hallway. Every hallway grows a tower. The count restarts, smiling. In mountains, avalanches ring it. In cities, sirens. In homes, a dropped spoon. You think coincidence is comfort. The bell thinks coincidence is percussion, a practice pad warming up before the real work begins. I tried teaching it mercy with names of the dead. It rang them beautifully, harmonized grief into choir. Mercy became music, music became invitation. The bell does not destroy, it organizes, filing screams into something useful. There are places it cannot go briefly. A mother's whisper at dawn, a stranger's kindness uncounted. These confuse it, make the rope slip. Hold them fast, they buy seconds. Seconds are expensive currency here. When I sleep now, I dream of hands letting go. Towers crumble politely. The bell waits, offended but calm. It knows I will wake. Waking is agreement. Agreement is the first ring of the day. If you meet me, I'll seem normal. I'll ask the time. Don't answer. Time feeds it. Walk past, break pattern. The bell hates improvisation almost as much as it hates being ignored by a crowd. Sometimes I think I hear another bell far away, counting me. Maybe I'm inventory too. Maybe carriers get carried. The thought rings softly, comforting. Even monsters like a schedule when fear gets messy. Tonight, check your clocks. If they hesitate, smile and move on. Don't fix them. Let them be wrong together. Wrongness spreads. The bell stumbles when many agree to miscount the same moment. This is my last paragraph. Endings make it nervous. Close the page before the thud grows confident. If you must listen, listen badly. Let 666 arrive late, confused, ringing alone in a tower no one built.